Hello and welcome to another episode of Conspirator Brock's Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of May 31st, 2017. 5-week month in May, so this week is a little sparse. So if there was that trade you were looking at buying, or that hardcover or toy or statue, this might be a good week to try and check that out, because it's very, very tiny week. First up on my pull list is The Flash 23. The Color of Fear Part 1 starts. Curious to see how we transition out of Flash into transition out of the button in Flash. I know Batman has transitioned out, but I have not yet gotten to read it. I'm a couple weeks behind due to the 2 weeks in a row of shipping problems that we've had. But this week, no problems. We got our books. Everything was fine and dandy. So, really excited to see where Williamson is taking Flash after the button. Next up is Saga number 43. You might notice down here it says 25 cents. This is a 25-cent copy of Saga. Image's 25th anniversary this year, so a lot of books are having these 25-cent copies. I know at Comics Conspiracy, we are basically just giving this away for free. So if you have not checked out Saga, free book, check it out. This starts a new story arc. So, yeah, curious to see where it goes. Love Saga. It's so awesome. Next up, we have the Teen Titans Lazarus Contract Special. This is the finale for the Lazarus Contract story arc. I'm got the issues. I need to read them. We'll see if I enjoyed it. The first one was okay. The first part was okay. Next up, we have the Trinity Annual number 1. Manipool's been on this title, but it looks like Williams is a different writer and creative team on it for the annual. We'll see. And it wouldn't be this week without this title, and it is the Wonder Woman Annual number 1 by Greg Rucka is out. Nicola Scott, love her art, is out, is the artist on it, and Wonder Woman is this week. I am going on Thursday. Proof, hold on. Right there, advance ticket. Oh yeah, Wonder Woman. Its early reviews have come out, and it is highly, highly rated on, especially Rotten Tomatoes, getting a 97% as of recording this. So curious to see where that number falls after the movie's been seen by the general public. I'm really excited to go see it. I'm super, super excited for a solid comic book movie, especially one about Wonder Woman, because it's ever since seeing Gal Gadot from in BVS, I've been really, really excited to see her on her own as Wonder Woman in a solo Wonder Woman movie. So super, super excited for it. That's it for my pull list. Yes, that is it. Nothing else. It's tiny, tiny week for me. I did pick up the one variant this week for Flash 23. Yeah, it's weird. I'm like, this is probably going to be the shortest video ever I've done. But who knows? Yeah. But oddly enough, last week was when I thought this was supposed to be out, but apparently, for some reason or another, previews for June 17 is out this week. Again, previews is what you look through to see what's coming up, see what you're interested in. It's got merchandise in it. Marvel has their special previews, so it's a separate thing right there. So they're having the Generations stuff advertised. But yeah, previews is a good tool to stay on top and see what's coming out. Especially if you it's especially good if you're looking through it and letting your local comic shop know what you want to get in advance. Previews is the way to do it. They do have previews online, which you can look at there. But yeah, I personally like having the physical copy. You do have to pay for it. Let me see. I can't remember how much it is. So the previews magazine is $4. The Marvel previews is $1.25. I believe at Comics Conspiracy we sell. If you buy previews, you automatically get the Marvel one. You can buy the Marvel one separate if you want. But yeah, always good to flip through previews. If your local comic shop should have a copy. If you don't want to pick one up, ask them to peruse through it. So yeah. So that's it. Pull list done. Let's get on to the read list. New number 1 from Marvel, and that's Cable number 1. James Robinson pens this, so I'm curious to see what his take on Cable is. My fellow co-host Charlie West and Bryce Larsen on the Comics Conspiracy podcast have already read it, and they both really enjoyed it. Charlie's the bigger Cable fan, by the way. So yeah, so I'm curious to see how well that one plays out. The X-Men books have been good so far. I think the weakest one, for me is X-Men Blue. I like X-Men Gold. Weapon X has been really good. Generation X is okay so far. So we'll see. Next up is Kill or Be Killed, number 9. Brubaker's done an amazing job on this series, and I look forward to reading it every issue it comes out. I can't wait for a nice hardcover collection of it. It's just that good. Next up is Old Man Logan, number 24. This continues Jeff Lemire's past live story. I think Jeff Lemire is off as of 25 or as of this issue. I'm not sure. Sad to see him go. It's been great stuff with Old Man Logan with Lemire on it. So, yeah. Another big book from Marvel, and that's Secret Empire number 3. I think the busier you make the cover, the better the book is, right? Issue 2 kind of fell off for me a little bit. The tone was different than issues 0 and 1 and the Free Comic Book Day one thing. So I'm not. The tone changed and the pacing shifted. So curious to see where 3 takes us. They have added an extra issue. It was supposed to be 9 issues. It's now 10 issues. So we'll see. Next up is Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 7. This continues the Screaming Citadel. This is part 3 of 5 of that. Really enjoyed the Screaming Citadel stuff so far. It's nice to have these little crossovers between the Star Wars books. Yeah, so. And then finally on my pull list is Lemire's Thanos number 7. 1 through 6 have been really solid. I think this is an underrated book, and not very many people really checked out, but they should. It's really good stuff. So that's it for my pull list this week. I know, tiny week, so feel free to peruse around your local shop, pick up something that you were like, I've been curious about, but not, haven't been able to pull the trigger. This week you might have a little bit extra spending money to pull the trigger. So yeah. As for me, we finished recording episode 311 of the Comic Conspiracy podcast this evening. We have 2 guests on, all the way out from Missouri, so you should check that out. And I had to leave early due to some family stuff, but yeah, you should check it out, www.geekbox.net, or if you want, there'll be a link in the description below for you to click through to go check out episode 311 of the Comic Conspiracy podcast. We talk about the Wonder Woman Rotten Tomatoes score. We talk about the Phoenix Comicon incident that happened this past weekend. We also talk about like Flash finale, and we talk a couple different other things. But yeah, if you like podcasts or you just like hearing people talk, check us out. You can help me and my fellow conspirators out at www.patreon.com/comicconspiracy. For as little as $1 a month, you help us with hosting fees and getting some food and getting some product. So to all our Patreon backers, thank you very much. We appreciate your support. I know we're a little bit a ways away from one of our goals, and that is if we hit our goal, then we'll bring back random comic picks, which is basically where each of us picks a random book every episode that we talk about and say, hey, you should check this out. So yeah, so if you want us to start doing that, get those get those backings in and get us up to that tier level. Yeah, I don't have very much else. You can follow me on Twitter. My handle is @BrockSager. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. I'm going to be watching, again, Wonder Woman Thursday. Fingers crossed. It's amazing. Reviews are good so far, so I'm excited. Yeah, we'll see if I'm able to do a video on it. We'll see. I know we'll be talking at length about it on episode 312 of the Comic Conspiracy podcast, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, I need to get this up so you can enjoy it in its briefness this time, and I will see you next week.